Wow, that's a lot of volcanic gas. Greetings, my name is Renee Clary, and with the late Jim Wandersee, I authored the CO2 Culprit activity. In this investigation, students compare volcanic and anthropogenic carbon dioxide contributions to our planet. This 1930s video is of a Kilauea eruption and was taken by USGS volcanologist Harold Stearns. It's important to remember that this is a gentle eruption from a shield volcano. Volcanic eruptions can be much more explosive and emit a lot more gas, especially when they come from composite cones or from stratovolcanoes. Even when we consider that the majority component of volcanic gas is water vapor, our students are still amazed by the sheer volume of gas that is emitted in one volcanic eruptive event. So the next question becomes, how does carbon dioxide from a volcanic eruption compare with human-produced carbon dioxide gas? Because climate change and human production of carbon dioxide gas are politically charged topics, our students sometimes ask how humans can possibly affect the planet when we consider large carbon dioxide belches from a volcano. We've learned that simply directing students to read a scientific report doesn't quite have the same impact as directing students to an investigative activity. So we designed this activity to provide students with the opportunity to work with authentic data sets. Our students download the data from Oak Ridge National Laboratory, and then in the CO2 Culprit activity, they predict, they calculate, they convert, they graph, they analyze, and they evaluate human impact on CO2 production against a volcanic contribution. Students discover that the average volcanic input is very minimal when we compare it against human-produced CO2. Even when we ask our students to consider cataclysmic volcanic eruptions, they still learn that the contribution of volcanoes is minimal and stable compared to the human-produced CO2. This activity can also be extended into student investigations of the influence of media on public perception of CO2 production and climate change. Thank you so much for reading this activity. If you include it in your classroom, please let me know how your students respond. My email address can be found at the end of the article. Thank you again for taking the time to read the CO2 Culprit.